Now, this is where he starts destroying American Democrats. He compares New York, an extremely liberal state, with Florida, a pretty conservative state, and the differences are drastic. Watch.
New York, where I live, and Florida, where I visit often, provide an interesting contrast. They have similar sized populations, New York with about 20 million people, Florida with about 23 million. But New York State's budget is more than double that of Florida's, $239 billion versus roughly $116 billion. In addition, New York City, which is a little more than 3 times the size of Miami-Dade County, has a budget of more than $100 billion, which is nearly 10 times that of Miami-Dade. New York City's spending grew from 2012 to 2019 by over 40%, 4 times the rate of inflation. Does any New Yorker feel that he or she got 40% better services during that time? What do New Yorkers get for these vast sums of money generated by the highest tax rates in the country? If you're well off in New York City, you pay nearly as much in income taxes as in London, Paris, or Berlin, without free higher education or health care, I might add. New York's poverty rate is higher than Florida's. New York has a lower rate of home ownership and a much higher rate of homelessness. Despite spending more than twice as much on education per student, New York has education outcomes, graduation rates, 8th grade test scores that are roughly the same as Florida's.
This is exactly why the American people need Doge to come in and clean up the government and make it run efficiently. There is so much overspending and inefficient spending anytime Democrat politicians are in charge of something. It seems Democrat politicians have the philosophy of, we're the smartest people, we're the most capable, we're the most effective, so give us all of your hard-earned money and we'll solve these problems for you, and end up creating bigger crises for the citizens. There's a reason there has been so much outflow migration from places like California, Illinois, and New York. Everywhere Democrat politicians are in charge, people get taxed more. Housing and the cost of living is way more. Homelessness, crime is much higher. And illegal immigration is far worse. I mean, just take California, for instance. Governor Gavin Newsom is increasing taxes to raise $100 million for the state to do what with, you guess? To protect and defend illegal immigrants against Trump. The citizens are being forced to pay money to protect illegal immigrants. That's the kind of woke, anti-American policy that you get from Democrats. And I completely understand why people are fed up across the world.